Hello everyone and welcome back. It is time to finish the last 3 missions of the Romulan Mystery.
My contacts tell me that the Empire has rejected my request for military assistance. That is regrettable, but not unexpected. The Tal Shiar are formidable opponents, as are the forces directing their action. I understand if the High Council is reluctant to engage in a battle that is not theirs. So today I appeal to you, not as a comrade in warfare, but as an honorable warrior. My people need your help. I need your help. One of our ships was carrying a load of Thalaron weapons through the Nopata system. That ship has disappeared. There are no indications there was a battle. It's as if my ship and its cargo simply vanished. I know you have your reservations about the lengths to which I will go to secure the freedom of my people. Tell me, if you do not trust me with Thalaron weapons, do you want Hakiv to have them? I can provide you the last coordinates of the vessel. Please help me. Do what you will with the weapons, if they survive. But find my people.
Understood, Opasek. Now this is a mission I do not enjoy, but we will continue on nonetheless. General, I'm not reading any active vessels on scanners. There is, however, a debris field nearby. It's clustered around a satellite in orbit of the planet. The composition of the debris corresponds with ships that have gone missing in this region. I'll keep scanning, sir, but we need to take a closer look before I can determine if there are Thalaron weapons on one of these hulks. General, I'm not detecting the vessel that Opasek sent us to find. All the ships in the debris field show signs of being affected by the same thing. A high-frequency energy beam that overloaded all their systems. If the Riemann ship was hit by that beam, it might have crashed into the planet's surface or gone adrift elsewhere in the system. We're detecting energy readings from that satellite, sir. If the Riemann crew detected them as well, they could have tried to use it to record a distress signal. We need to be closer before I can attempt to uplink the satellite's communication array.
Warning, ship is under attack.
General, we're stuck. This beam is holding us like a fly in a spider's web. We've managed to keep life support and environmental systems active. Almost everything else is offline. Shields, weapons, engines, nothing works. Not detecting any life signs on a satellite, sir. But there is a compartment with life support. The systems operating must be automated. Chief says we have enough power in the backups for one transport. Recommend we send the away team over to that satellite and find a way to turn the beam off. Let's go. Captain, the consoles here appear to control the beam that's draining power from the Intrepid. There's a security lock preventing access. We need to find a usable console. And I know where to find such a console. Right here. This console doesn't appear to be locked like the others. Whoever did this must not have thought the console used for inventory control was important. I think I can access the back door to the rest of the satellite's programs from here. I see the problem. The Romulan consoles are causing a lockout by forcing the satellite's primary processors to run through a series of equations and removing key bits of information from the answers, which causes the processors to lock up. If we can solve these equations and input the correct information directly into the consoles, the security lock and satellite control should be released. I've downloaded the corrupted equations onto this console for you to work on. Easiest way just to cycle through these. Captain, we solved the equations that were causing issues in the other consoles. Now we need to plug these correct values into the consoles controlling the security lock. Then we should be able to access all the satellite's major operations. Captain, this console controls the satellite's targeting functions. I'm not sure if there's a way to disable whatever it is that is disabling systems on our ship. But if we get the satellite to target something else, we may have a chance of prying our ship free. A satellite has ensnared a piece of debris near our ship. The stranglehold on us is weaker, but we are not out of the woods yet. Critical systems are stable, but we won't have weapons or long-range communications. One step at a time, I suppose. This console looks like it controls the satellite's power supply. Since we weren't able to free our ship by targeting something else, perhaps we can decrease the power to the satellite's weapon. The Intrepid might be able to break free. Generally found that if the Intrepid does not attempt to move or fire at the satellite, it will engage a low-power version of the beam affecting us. It's most like energy-saving mode. We can use that to our advantage. At least we won't have to worry about life support. We'll hold the ship stable and keep working on boosting power to the critical systems while you try to disrupt the satellite's functions and free us. This console controls the satellite's power, satellite's general operations, Captain. We've managed to minimize the power output of the satellite. I think if we keep at it, we can switch the satellite's control over to sleep mode and shut everything down but life support and power. Captain, systems are coming back online all over the ship. We have weapons and shields. Even the replicators are working again. Transporters are standing by, sir. We can beam you back as soon as you're ready. Where am I? Now what?
If you fail to comply with commands, you will
Now we
be
fight.
punished.
Or die. Wonderful.
Commencing test 1. Nopadan Desert Akari entering testing area.
Enemy targets on sensors.
Commencing test 2. Releasing Warrigals now.
Enemy combatants in close proximity.
Proceeding to test 3.
Okay, while we wait for Slamek, I'll be right back. Okay, Slumic.
Leave me alone.
Slumic, how did you get here after escape from Installation 18? Remember you as well? It seems your prison break, however well-intentioned, just ended up the same way. It's enough to make me think that I keep picking the wrong side. After escaping the installation, I joined up with a freighter. We were passing near the system when we were snared by a satellite and drifted into the planet's atmosphere. The ship crashed even though I activated an emergency transponder. Being several of us to the planet's surface, we were captured almost immediately by a group of soldiers. Since then, I've been stuck in this cage, watching my former crewmates fight and die in this arena. Now I'm the only one left alive, that's all I know. Soldiers? What kind of soldiers?
It is too bright here.
I don't know who is responsible for this place. The trainers and guards all appeared to be mercenaries without any clue about what's going on. They're paid to keep us in cages and look the other way. The night I was brought in, I was interrogated. There were bright lights in my eyes and a synthetic voice asking me questions, whoever it took care to conceal his identity. Any idea what they want with us?
I tire of this life.
I have no idea what they want with us or why they make us fight. This all seems like some sort of giant game, but there's no one in the stands to be entertained. Am I the only person you've been paired with so far? I have several partners in my battles. You're the only one about which I have been questioned. You must have impressed our masters. I know you have impressed me. Are we the only ones here?
I have lost everything.
I think there are others. I hear other fights. There are other prisoners. Never been able to contact them. We are kept separated and caged unless we are fighting. Is there any way out of here? The trainers carry key cards. The only way I know to get them through the defenses. Do you think we can get one of those cards? Can I trust you? Yeah. I can see we think the same way, friend. A few years ago I worked as a bodyguard for a Ferengi merchant. I've had a talent for acquiring latinum. During my time with him I learned a few things. I was able to lift a key card from one of the trainers during my interrogation. If you help me, I think I can overpower the guards and escape through the main door in the arena. And let's get out of here.
If you fail to comply with commands, you will be punished. Test Scenario 4 activated. A Hala released.
If you need more help, I'll try to free the other prisoners. You fight the worms. And there's the Elder Worm. Use the consoles on the sides of the arena to fight the Elder Worm.
Enemy targets on sensors.
Like last time, you used the remaining console on the side of the arena to fight the Elder Worm. I free the prisoners from the other cell block, quickly get to our cell block doors, and release the rest of them. Ah, I've been hit. I can't continue, my friend. You need to protect me. Bull, I don't. Protect yourself, Slamek. Around the base here, what do they want with us? What is that device? That is an Iconian gateway. Now we have some real weapons. I've disabled my shock collar. Let's get out of here. That waste pipe has to lead out of this place.
It is too bright here.
Watch out, there are Romulan Scorpion fighters overhead. They're looking for us. We need to move quickly and smartly to avoid detection. I recommend we head east. See that mountain in the distance? My ship crashed on the other side. We may have something we can use to signal your vessel. The search for us will only get more intense the longer we stay here. We need to get away from this arena as quickly as possible. There's a fighter heading straight for us. Quick, take cover in those rocks. Over there and wait for it to pass overhead. Stay still and wait for the fighter to pass overhead. We are fortunate they won't detect us. They didn't see us, let's move on. Can't go on, my injuries are from the arena are too painful. Need to find a place to rest for a moment. Oh, come on, Slamek.
I tire of this life.
Yeah, quit complaining.
It is too bright here.
Thank you, my friend. I'm feeling better now and think I can continue. Well, then keep up. Now that we're in the canyon, we shouldn't have to worry about those fighters anymore. Just the local wildlife. Keep your eyes open.
Enemy combatants in close proximity. Wasn't going to hunt out for too much longer. We should look for a place to spend the night. I also know that there's some things we can gather to make our night more pleasant.
I have lost everything.
The search patrols are moving on. We will not survive the night in this desert. We need to find shelter and safety. We can scavenge provisions. We can create a camp. We have a better chance of reaching the wreckage of my ship alive. What do we need? I don't know about you, but it's been many hours since I ate last. Our captors gave us no food to keep us alive, but I can hear a pack of wild wargles. I've killed hundreds of wargles in the test. I wonder what they taste like. I expect the wargles will probably have a lair somewhere near water, perhaps on a ridge where they can leap down on prey. Let's keep a lookout for somewhere we might be able to find them. So he wonders what wargle meat would taste like. Interesting. Okay, there's the cave. This looks like prime wargle territory. The pack used to hide in those groggy hills to the north, down for water when they are not hunting. And there they are. That should last us through the night. Let's get into this cave before the temperature drops anymore. Temperature is dropping rapidly now. This cave should protect us from the elements. I've done some exploring. It looks like this cave continues through the other side of the mountain. When the sun rises, we should save time and energy by using the passage instead of going around the mountain. Excellent, that passage saved us hours of walking. It's gonna be a good day, Slamek. Let's find your ship. My ship isn't far from here. I can make out smoke from the wreckage on the horizon. There she is. She isn't much to look at, but she was ours. We're flying through space. We were free. Perhaps you can help us one last time. We should check to see if the emergency beacon survived the crash. In any likely event it didn't, we might be able to piece together some components and create a makeshift emergency beacon. There's no way this vessel will ever fly again. The damage done by the fall through the planet's atmosphere is severe. If the emergency distress beacon wasn't vaporized in the crash, it's probably buried under 30 meters of rock and sand like the singular drive in the cargo bays. You do, however, find a backup generator with a minuscule amount of power energy left. If you had the right components, you think you can construct a makeshift subspace beacon. Contact your ship. It won't be able to do much more than transmit a few pulses, but let your crew know where you are. But it should do the trick. Okay, let's combine the parts.
Did you think you could run? From me? There is no place where I cannot find you. My spies are everywhere. Prisoner 1478, take your place. You did your job admirably. It is good to know at least one Riemann understands who is the master and who is the slave. The loss of the listening post was a minor setback. The Riemann's refuge in the Dera system has been destroyed. Dozens of subjects have been tested in my arena. When the Iconians return, they will find I have done all they have asked, and more. But you will not be there on that dreaded day. This tiresome game ends now. You could have been such a fascinating test subject, but this time, no. This time I think a more direct approach is best. Ready? aim? No!
I apologize for Slamic's action. I had no idea there was a traitor in our midst. If his actions caused harm to you or your crew, forgive me. That was not my intent. However, your trip to the Nopata system was not in vain. Now you see. Now you know. Hakiv is a pawn of a greater power. The demons of air and darkness are here. You should report to your superiors. Tell them what you have seen here. Open their eyes to the dangers that lurk in the shadows.
Congratulations, General.
Yay. We're at to start the next mission.
Klingon intelligence has completed its analysis of the data you recovered in the Nopata system. The Iconians are using the Tal Shiar as a way to influence the Romulan Star Empire. Their persecution of the Remans is directly related to this. They will hound the Remans until they are broken, or until they are too suspicious and beaten to ever trust an ally again. This is a coward's way to wage war. Are they too afraid to face us directly? We will stop these machinations now. Then we will see if these demons are brave enough to show their faces. The data you recovered indicates that Hakiv is operating out of the Brea system. Long-range sensor scans suggest that there may be a major Tal Shiar installation there. We want you to infiltrate this system, apprehend Hakiv, and destroy the Tal Shiar base. Hakiv must not escape. He may be the only person who knows how extensive the Iconian influence in Romulan space is.
Understood. Hakiv had an Iconian gateway. Obosek was right.
Hakiv had a working Iconian gateway? Finally, the pieces of the puzzle start to fall into place. We know that the Iconians survived the destruction of their homeworld. Now we know that they are active in Romulan space, and apparently using these gladiatorial combats as a way to test the species of the Alpha Quadrant. Klingon intelligence will analyze the data you recovered from Hakiv's command center. I must confer with Chancellor Jimpok. We have fought one ancient enemy and won. If the Iconians seek conflict with the Empire, we will destroy them as well.
We have arrived in the Brea system. Preliminary scans show automated defenses and a handful of Romulan ships, most likely Tal Shiar vessels. If we're going to reach that planet and beam down safely, we'll have to breach the Romulan defenses. The weapons platforms are probably short range, but we must disable the satellites and any enemy ships in orbit, or any away team that we send to the planet will be in immediate danger. Tactically, it would be wise to draw off the ships and engage them separately from the fixed defenses. The Zedenia is prepared to assist you in the attack when you are ready.
Let's do it.
The stars.
Enemy vessel, you are in Romulan space. Leave immediately or you'll be destroyed. Like to see you try. You need to get transport range on the planet's surface. Won't take but a minute.
Long-range sensors show that Tal Shiar reinforcements are closing on this location. We must be swift. The Tal Shiar base is mobilizing. We need to hurry if we're going to have any chance to find Hakiv and his Iconian connections. I'll meet you on the surface.
Understood.
have a problem. The Tal Shiar are trying to jam transporters, and particle leakage from the strange technology here is affecting our targeting sensors. My scientists can't identify the type of particles yet, but several of my troops are reporting in from different locations. Transporters are being diverted. You're on your own for the moment. My scans show that the Tal Shiar have secured some areas of this base with force fields. You'll have to disable them, or find ways around them. Akiv will be somewhere well defended, but we have him cornered now.
Sir, I'm having trouble getting through all the interference. Away team members are reporting in from all over. I'll try to keep in contact, sir. We'll organize beachhead teams where possible. Once the team assembles, they may be able to use site-to-site transport to provide you with reinforcements. Looks like Tal Shiar are using force fields and construction supplies to choke off access points. They must have detected us in orbit, and they're putting the base on emergency lockdown. Our orbital scans show that a lot of these buildings have catwalks and balconies. You may be able to use those to get over some of the walls and barricades. Some of our technical teams have made it to the surface with beachhead equipment. You may be able to get support from them. Romulan ships will be here soon, though. We have to raise the intrepid shields and won't be able to use transporters. Fight with honor, General. As the first charge, sir, I downloaded visual markers to your HUD that will show you where to go to place additional charges. I don't need that. So the Romulans are massing reserves in multiple locations around the base. The Intrepid is in synchronous orbit, Captain. We can provide fire support. We need to supply target coordinates. Another catwalk at the other side of this rotunda. To the right, ground level. Our scans indicate that building houses data facility.
Flanking damage detected.
Okay, a little too soon. Akiv's in a promenade outside the building southwest of your location, but you're separated by him by one of those force fields. There's an access in the walkway, but you need to disable the force field. If you can create a massive power draw from one of the large facilities, it will temporarily disrupt the field. Get back on the rooftops, will give you a better vantage point. Okay, he'll be going down momentarily. So Akiv's in a... Okay. Akiv's in a reinforced section of the base. You'll need to have an access chip or else the doors won't open. We're reading a forward observer team on the highest building in your area. If you can get the officer's access chip, should be the heart of the base. You should be used the officer's ID chip to bypass security lock and the access gate in front of Central Plaza. Akiva is directing defense operations from there. We have a problem up here, General. Over the past few minutes, the ship has started to suffer a series of cascading system failures. Nothing serious yet, but it looks like we're being hit by a Iconian virus. We'll purge the main computer and restore from the archives. We'll have to take some time, and we'll continue to have system problems until the work is complete. Even if it works, Hakeem can simply send another virus our way. You need to find a way to destroy the Iconian transmitter before the Intrepid will be secure, sir. It's like Seal and Hakeem are having an argument.
This matters. We just need to open the gate, bring the Iconians here, and it will be over.
That was Taurus's plan, too. And you saw how that ended for her.
We finally have the opportunity. Victory is within our grasp.
You call this victory? It's over. This is done. You're done.
No! We can still finish. You're the cause of all of this! You don't even understand what you walked into. You're too late to stop it. A lowly being such as yourself cannot even recognize the true power the Iconians represent. And that any future will depend on a place in their regime. All you've done is arrive in time for the end of existence as you know it.
In the end of your existence, Hakeem.
Fool! I can call as many reinforcements as I need.
Not now. My ship has put an interference field around this plaza. It's over.
Flanking damage detected. Personal shield losing power.
You think you've stopped me? The Iconians already know. They know everything. They'll be here soon. And nothing you've done will make a difference. It's not over.
It's over for you. The road to Riemann independence will be long and bloody, but this is a significant step. While I do not seek your approval of my methods, the crossing of our paths has been fortuitous. It's a pity you cannot aid us further in our liberation. You have my respect, and the respect of my crew. If in the future we encounter one another again as allies, I would find this gratifying. I must return to the Zedinia. I recommend you finish what you came to do and leave quickly.
You've located the Iconian computer systems. You're in a research room near the courtyard, just back the way you came. Come on. The Arch. It's a huge Iconian gateway. Sir, we have your coordinates, but we can't beam you up until the gate is destroyed. We're getting some strange interference. We're prepared to destroy the large Iconian gate with an orbital bombardment. We'll target the warhead yield, but you'll need to get away from the area. But you should get to an area away from the blast. Wow, I cannot read.
Sela is here with her flagship. I'm trying to hold her off, but the Zedenia is no match for a ship of that class. You'd better return to your vessel quickly.
And let's deal with her.
Enemies of the Romulan people, this insurrection will not stand. Your hostile actions against a Romulan colony world are acts of war. Surrender now, and you and your crews will be treated fairly as prisoners.
We have our work cut out for us. I will assist you. After all, we face a common foe.
Ship is under attack.
My ship is disabled. You must finish this.
And finish it, we sail.
Core shields failing.
You can see the shot of cheater.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target shields have failed.
Sensors are reading a gate opening. There's a ship coming through. I can't get a sensor lock on it. We're taking the Leviathan on tow. We're heading back through the gate. Did Seal just escape, or was she kidnapped against her will? Regardless, the gate is in deep Romulan space. It's too risky to leave it in Tal Shiar control, even with Hakiv and the Empress gone.
Ship is under attack. Warning, ship is under attack.
If that was another Iconian gateway, that explains how they moved entire fleets. We have to get out of Romulan space and warn the home world. The Romulan threat may be over for now, but it looks like a bigger threat is looming on the horizon.
The Klingon Defense Force will continue the search for Sela's vessel. But as of right now, we have no idea where the Iconians took her, or if she went willingly. I find this turn of events disturbing. Sela's absence will throw the Romulan Star Empire into even greater chaos, and we have found that the Romulans are at their most dangerous when they are wounded. They suffered a grievous wound today. We are not done with them yet. I fear the return of the Iconians.
Congratulations, General.
Iconians are a threat to the Empire.
I agree. The Iconians are a cause for concern. Their motives are still unknown to us, as are their plans for the Quadrant. What we do know is that they desire chaos. Many of the problems we currently face can be directly traced back to their machinations. If they had not antagonized the Undine, would we be at war with the Federation today? They push us into battles that drain our resources. They fracture the powers of the Quadrant so that no one will be able to stand against them when they finally arrive. They must be stopped. I do not fear these demons of air and darkness. Let them come. The Empire will defeat them. I have been in contact with the Remans. The High Council wishes to seek an alliance with them. I do not necessarily agree, but it is not my place to question the will of the Council. Obasek has asked to speak with you. You can meet his ship in the Hakona system. You fought well. Continue to bring honor to your ship and your fleet, and you will be one of the heroes of the Empire. Kapla!
Kapla.
I fight for my people. We will be free. Farewell, my friend. I would welcome the chance to fight by your side again.
Captain Obasek transfers something for you to the Intrepid. He says he wanted to give you something to remind you of old friends and new beginnings. I've taken the liberty of having the item moved to the crew lounge. You can see it there. Alright, and that is the end of the Romulan Mystery storyline. I will see everybody next time.